Very clean and very unique OBS four-wheel drive, 1992 GMC Yukon GT, 50,000 miles. It obviously looks killer. Let's see how it drives. This is a super cool truck. Today we have a 1992 GMC Yukon GT, factory four-wheel drive with 50,501 actual miles. So this is kind of a unicorn OBS four-wheel drive, at least for me. I've always thought that these were one of the coolest trucks of the era. If I'm not mistaken, again, I could be wrong, but I believe they only had the GT package from 92 through 94. I might be wrong there, so y'all can quote me or comments, or leave comments if I am wrong, but I believe that's accurate information. But for starters, it has its original numbers matching 5.7, making 210 horse and 300 foot-pounds of torque. Then you have your overdrive automatic transmission, so cruises at 70 miles an hour without a problem. This is a documented 50,502 actual miles. The Carfax is clean with no accidents or damage ever reported. The miles are again true on it. Same thing with the auto check. The miles are true on the auto check. It does have a denotation on the auto check from 2007 where it had a report, but it says no damage, so it really doesn't have anything on the auto check or the Carfax, but it has that one little notation from 2007 where it was reported, but it says literally no damage, so it does not bother me at all. You have your factory heat and AC. The AC has been converted to R134A. I have it on right now, and it's on like the medium setting, and I'm cold in here. I'm about to turn the AC down because I'm freezing. Power steering, power disc brakes, full stock style exhaust, so you really hear more motor than you do exhaust when you get in it. I love the fact of how stock and original this one is, but I would rip the original exhaust off and put some Flowmasters on it. That's just me. I know it's a little sacrilegious for some people, but I do like a little exhaust note. But nothing wrong with the factory exhaust if that's your jam. On the interior, it's the Garnet red interior. Front seats and back seat look great. There's a tiny little bit of bolster wear over here on the edge of the driver's seat from getting in and out, but nothing is torn, nothing is ripped. The top of the dash, which is really notorious for these getting super sun-baked and cracked up, has no issues there. Lower plastics are also in great condition. Center console opens and closes. You have your lift-out cup holders. You have your little secret compartment there in the front of the glove box. In front of the center console, and then your glove box opens and closes properly with your RPO codes in there, and this does have the Z71 off-road package, so you have the better suspension obviously with that. You have the Yukon GT appearance package where you got the Yukon GT decals on the sides of the doors. You have the painted grills and bumper. It's just a really cool looking truck, and then obviously the color combo on it, which we'll touch on here in just a little bit, is just great. But to finish my notes on the interior, you have a aftermarket retro sound radio that looks like the original one, and then you have a Kenwood CD player over there on the center. So that's really about it as far as things that have been changed on the inside. The door panels and all of the rear interior panels, along with the overhead console, the headliner, and the visors, all of that is great plastics. The wear items in here, even the carpet, it looks really clean. You have your little vanity lights, little reading map lights. That one was just working a second ago. Maybe it's mad at me. There it goes. You just got to press the button a couple times, but that one does work. The only item that we have listed as a no on this one is you do have your electronic hatch release over here on the dash. That is not working, but when you use the key, you can get the hatch to open up in the back. So just that one item, the hatch release, is going to be the only thing that's not working. On the Does It Work section, we don't have a spot for the electric hatch release, so you won't see that on there, but that's why I'm telling y'all in this video, the electric hatch does not work, but the key does work on the hatch in the back. That Does It Work section will be posted on the website, pcclassiccars.com, in the additional media tab, so make sure you guys check that out. All your gauges are functioning, lights, all are good. You have your selectable four-wheel drive down low. We're gonna roll into it here. Shifts exactly where you want it to. Again, with 210 horse and 300 foot-pounds of torque, you're not winning very many races, but you're not buying this because of that. You're buying it because it's just fucking cool. I would drive this thing anywhere someone wants to go. Again, at 50,504 miles, it's barely even broken in. Excellent, excellent miles. Like you'd expect for a low mileage truck, the bottom side of this Yukon GT is very clean. Floors, interrockers, frame, bottom side of the truck, it all shows great. No issues of any kind. You do have your skid plates up front, no rust. Little surface corrosion on the non-painted parts, but that's, I mean, to be expected. On the exterior, it is a factory two-tone truck, black over the ultra silver. It does appear to be really nice front to back. The imperfections are minuscule. The front bumper has some like 4 vertical lines where maybe something like some bumper extensions or something at some point were mounted, one on the left and one on the right. So there's some little lines on the front bumper and then some other little touch-ups around the truck. Same thing with the hood. And again, just walking around it, obviously black accentuates the little touch-ups, but they're all super minor. Nothing that scares me away at all. It's a really nice truck cosmetically. The wheels have a little bit of your normal age that these OBS trucks always get, some like little peeling on the actual face of the wheels. And then the tires are a 2009 and 2008, so the tires really could stand to be replaced. Obviously going down the road right now, there's no hard spots. It's not pulling me left, pulling me right. But the tires are older. I would personally go with a white letter set of BFGs. I think that would take this truck to the next level. The imperfections I'm talking about, you'll see photos of that in the additional media tab on the website pcclassiccars.com. Make sure you guys check that out. That will also have the auto check and the Carfax along with the motor numbers and the RPO code, so you guys can see all that in that additional media tab. Z71 off-road package, so you have the better suspension. All performs great. Nothing looks like it's ever been messed with. Same thing with the steering components. It all checks out great. Doesn't pull you left, doesn't pull you right. The brakes stop the truck really well. Again, selectable four-wheel drive on the floor here. You have your hubs that work exactly like they're supposed to. Stock rear end. Easy truck to drive, very comfortable on this bumpy road. It's got a good road feel to it. It's not a rough ride in any way, shape, or form. It's really like buying a brand new one of these and cruising it around. Obviously 50,000 miles is fantastic miles, but if I hopped in this and didn't know what the odometer was and someone said it was a 25,000 mile truck, I would 100% believe them. It's a very clean, unique two-door Yukon. I love the fact that it's a Yukon and not a Tahoe. There's nothing wrong with Tahoes, the Chevrolet Tahoes. I just like things that are different and even a little bit more different like this, especially with the GT package on there. Just something you don't see as often. One thing I need to mention is that bug guard has probably been on the front of that hood since this truck was new. If you lift the bug guard up, it has the little felts on the outside corners on both sides of the hood. If you pull that up, you can see where it kind of rubbed the paint a little bit on both sides of the front of the hood, but again, I believe that bug guard's probably been on there since brand new. It looks like it had rain guards on the doors at one point. You can see the faintest little imperfections in the paint. Very well could be color sanded and buffed out, but it's all very minor stuff there. As far as your glass goes, a couple little nicks in the windshield, but it's minor, very minor stuff. The front windows roll up and down like they should. Obviously, they're power windows, and you do have power locks up here. The back glass lifts up like it should. You obviously have to use the key again, and then the tailgate opens up like it should as well. You have a couple other options. You have rear defrost, which works, and then you have your wiper delay, rear wiper in the back. Factory heat and AC controls up here. You have tilt. You do have cruise as well. When you pop the hood, it's original numbers matching 5.7. They are fuel injected, so they're very reliable. It's very clean, very sanitary in there. It is the original numbers matching motor to the truck. Hoses, belts, wiring, fluids, charging system. It all checks out exactly like it's supposed to check out. When these trucks are this nice, or these vehicles are this nice, it just makes my life doing these videos really, really easy. And it goes when selling vehicles like this too that are this nice. It's, you love it or you hate it. And this is a truck that most everybody is gonna love. It is an awesome, very unique OBS truck. As always, I'm Michael. This is a 1992 GMC Yukon GT 4-wheel drive with 50,509 actual miles, and you have cold AC. From myself and everybody else here at PC Classic Cars, we appreciate y'all stopping in to watch another one of our test drives. Make sure you check out that additional media tab on the website pcclassiccars.com and check out all the content we're posting across the social platforms every single day. We'll catch you guys on the next video.